Hello.
Hello, hi
Hello,
Arlemi, how
everyone.
everyone?
Hey, Atanas. How are you doing?
Oh, great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We have Wooby on the chat already saying, "Good luck, have fun." So yeah, I think
Thank you.
we we will
We
need
need
the
that.
luck, but we'll definitely have fun considering what we have planned. So, hey everyone, welcome to another of our weekly live streams, Postman live streams. My name's Arlemi. I'm a developer advocate at Postman, and I live in London. And we always I always stream with people from the US, and they're like, "Oh, it's late for you today." But today, I'm streaming with someone for who is even later. Hey, who are you? What do you do?
Hi everyone, I'm Atanas. I'm technical support engineer here in Postman. I'm living in Bulgaria. So you mentioned it's late here. It's not that late, it's almost 9 p.m. But yeah,
Wait,
I
what
guess
do you
that's
mean almost 9 p.m.? It is past 9 p.m., right?
yeah, it's past 9 p.m. actually. Um, it's, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're beating me today by how late it's going to be. Obviously, hopefully we're not gonna go over too much, and you can go to bed like not too late. Hey, John, nice to see you here. Okay, so also, I don't know if anyone's watching us from LinkedIn. We started streaming there as of last week, but any new viewer, any old viewer, everyone's welcome. Very happy to see you here. So, what do we do? Do you know what we start with on the stream, Atanas?
Sorry, couldn't catch that.
Do you know what we start with every each of our stream? Do you know what we start by
I think
doing?
we should cover what anything that the users might have missed.
Cool. In case you missed it, yes, John knows. So today, in case you missed it, I was actually not sure what was in case you missed it, so I had to ask Joyce before the stream. But let me share my screen. And one of the things that somehow I forgot that we released last week is Autoflex. So Autoflex is a new way to build Postman, basically, which is you don't anymore have to just say I want to have that many people on my team and I'm just going to be built for that. You can just add people, remove people based on your needs. So easier collaboration, easier billing. But yeah, if you want to learn more, I'll put a link in the chat for everyone. So if you're interested in paying for Postman, go for it. But you can also use Postman for free, as you all know. There's a few other things that I do want to cover as well quickly. One is example reordering. And that one, oh boy, it was in the works for a long time, but we finally released it. Let me see, do we have a collection with examples? So the idea behind it is that if you've saved several examples for the same request, instead of having them show in the order you created them, you can now reorder and decide like which one you want to show when. So we'll just create examples. So if I send that request, I can now save that as a response. Oh, cool. It's saved as get data. Oops, I closed it. I'll send it again, and I'll save it again as get data 2. Cool. And now, right here, I can just reorder them. So this means when you call it, and if it's the same call, it's going to default to whichever one is first. But also in the documentation, that's the default one that's going to show the first one that you put at the top. So yeah, some advantages here. And what was the other thing I had to cover? The scratchpad. Do you know what the scratchpad is, Atanas?
Yeah, it allows you to use Postman offline.
Yeah, and a lot of people want that. So in case you are wondering how you can use Postman offline, maybe you are going to go on a plane somewhere. My cat has a scratch pad. Yeah, that's not the exact same one, but I guess people have fun, just like cats have fun with scratch pads. But yeah, you can go in your settings here. I think where do you go again for the scratch pad?
You should go on the settings a little bit left.
It's not there.
I think it might have been changed.
Okay, so
So, you're
If
actually on the browser, like.
oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not on the browser. You can't. I mean, obviously, if you're using your browser, you're very likely online. It's in the desktop app. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going there. So people need scratch pads. People need cats. We do not provide these. We only give demos. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you're in the app, here in your settings, you have the scratch pad, and you can switch to it, and you'll be able to use Postman completely offline. And then you may be asking, how would I call APIs offline? Well, maybe you have an app running locally or stuff like that. So yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, with that said, we're already 8 minutes in and we've not even done any API calls. So let's get to it. Today, we're creating NPCs using monitors. Let's start with the basics. What's an NPC? So, Atanas, would you consider yourself a gamer?
Somewhat, yeah. Not the very active gamer, but I still play some games.
What do you play?
I used to play Dota 2 for a
Okay,
while in the past, but right now mostly some PlayStation games like FIFA and stuff like that.
okay.
And
So
and since some, not so long ago, I started playing a game with Postman.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, you gave me Dota that doesn't really have NPCs. Then you gave me FIFA, which doesn't really have NPCs. So I have to
Uh,
think of another game. So NPC is a character in a game that is not actually uh, like playing in the game. He's just here to like either like give you a quest or help you in a task, etc. So if we take the example of Pokemon, you may have like geolists just like hanging out here and there, and you can go and talk to them. If we take the example of Assassin's Creed, it may just be a random guard somewhere. So it's in the game. You can interact with him, but it's not a huge part of the game. It's just an NPC, and it's there for you, the player, to interact with. And yeah, and you mentioned you've let me share your screen. Can I share your screen?
yeah, you can. Of
Okay.
course.
You've actually created a game using Postman. Do you want to show us?
Sure. So that's go there. So this is how the game looks at the moment. This is basically, it doesn't tell you a lot right now, but
But we'll improve on it,
yeah,
right? Like for now, it
yeah,
doesn't
we'll
have
improve it for
NPCs,
sure.
right?
Yeah,
That,
for sure we'll improve on that. And
so
for now,
what can you do for now?
well, for now, like you can see, this is my character right here,
Hmm.
and right now, what we can do is we can move around with that character, and we can send some messages if there's any other players in the game. Then they will be able to see our message, and yeah,
Okay, so
that's currently what we can do in the game.
how do I make the character move?
Making the character move, well, for that you have to use Postman because you
Okay.
have to send a request. And as you can see at the top right here, we have a token. This is basically a token
Hmm.
that contains information for this specific character because I have it open on my screen, and the token is uniquely generated for any player that joins the game. And whenever you want to move your character, you have to use your token and then move the character using Postman by attaching this token in the header.
Okay. I guess that we'll probably start with there, right? Let me share my screen again. Okay, so I have I have your game open here as well, and
Okay.
so is that me or is that you, or is that both of us?
We're most likely in the same place, yeah.
Okay.
So that's both of us.
Okay, so let's go ahead, create a new collection, and that collection we'll share it later in our usual live stream public workspace. So anyone who wants to play the game can get it from there, or you can just create as we go. Hopefully, my screen is visible for everyone. If I need to zoom in, let me know. But let me create a new collection, and we'll call it. Does your game have a name?
Unfortunately, no, like there's
API
no.
game.
We can name it in the stream if you want. If you come up with something or anyone from the chat,
Okay.
if you
I'll
have
call it
anything in mind.
API game for now, and if anyone has suggestions in the chat, you can put them, and we will incorporate them. So have an API game collection. I'll start it, but it's already at the top. So let's call this one move right, for example.
Yep.
I'm guessing I need, this would be my base URL.
Yeah, this is your base URL, yeah.
Okay, so we'll probably reuse it. So what I'm going to do, I'll put it here, and then I'll do set as variable base URL in the collection. Cool. So we have a base URL. We have a token.
Yep, but I think you can save that as well because you're gonna use it.
How do I send this? Do I send this as a header, as a param?
You can set it in the header stuff as you have to specify that it's authorization. So you can type authorization here as a header's name.
Oops. Authorization.
And you can provide a token here.
Okay, just the token directly.
Yeah.
And this will be token in the collection as well. Okay, so most requests will look like this, I'm guessing, base URL, authorization, and then we give them different instructions as to what we want to do.
Yeah, exactly. So in this case, I think for the move specifically, it has to be a post request.
Okay.
Yes, we have to pass a query parameter.
I'm going params, query params.
So you can choose like in which direction you can move. So for that reason, we have to specify direction. So I can type in direction there as one of the parameters.
Okay.
So feel free to set the direction right, yeah. And we have steps. Like I'm not sure if steps is the best thing, but the best name. But for now, let's stick to steps. You can type in steps.
Okay, so just a quick question for you. I'm guessing then this is a grid, right?
Sorry?
This is a grid, and then you move in different cases on the grid?
Not exactly. This is because the game is built using Phaser. This is a game engine. So basically, you're seeing an image right there. It doesn't have a grid underneath it. So it's just like you're controlling images, if I can put it that way.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, so what would be what's a step? Like, how do you define a step?
The step would actually add force to your player and add. That's how I called it, like force, and basically if you move your player to a certain direction with a certain speed, like the speed and
okay.
The speed so
how about 15 steps? Does that sound right?
Yeah, it will be very it won't be a lot, but you can try.
So we have Amin actually saying, could you add a request in the collection saying move to IST? Well, you're not anymore the one that for is the latest, because we have a colleague from India that is here too. Should be in bed, Mina. What are you doing? Okay, so 15. Let's see. How do I like this? I should be able to send. Error. Cannot post.
Can you try to get? Am I misled you here?
Let's see. Okay.
Is it
I got a 200. And do I need? So I just put the base URL. Do I need to put something else there, like /API or something?
Not really. No. Let me try it on my end, really quick.
Let me see. I did go through. I thought I was going to see a Pokemon. I'll look. There you go. There will be no Pokemon here, unfortunately, because we didn't get the rights to it. Okay. Did you find out anything?
Yeah, just a second. I'll see what happens because is it the base URL right? Can you check really quick?
So base URL I have is beta-api-game.html. herokuapp.com and then //.
Yeah, I can see. I was missing surprise. Let me just check
Is
quickly.
it steps or step?
Yeah, it's steps.
Okay.
That's why. Let me quickly check.
Postman Crossing, Star Pew Pew Valley. I like this one.
Oh yeah. Can you specify that we're moving? Sorry.
Oh,
There's URL, and then you can have type /move. But I think you have the slash already.
yeah. Okay. Let's see. And so get or post?
It's post actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, I moved.
Yeah.
Okay, that is really not a lot. Okay, cool. I need that to be like, I don't know, 300 for like something to make sense. Okay, nice slide.
Yeah, the animations are not the best.
Okay, we have all the. If Postman was a Pokemon, what Pokemon monster would we be? I'll leave that to the audience to decide. And then Carson is saying start Earl Valley. Okay, these are all good suggestions. We'll probably go with this one because I can't copy paste. Okay, we'll edit that after. Okay, so we've done a move. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
You
so
want me to move too?
I could change that to left, I guess.
Yeah.
And then go back to. And is it up and down?
Yeah, we have up and down as well.
I don't want to go out of the grid though. It's fine. Just in the woods.
Almost.
Then if I go, let's do 500. Oops. 500 down.
I think you went up.
Oh, did I go? Oh, no.
Just specify down, you should be back.
Yeah, I'll do, and in this
like
case,
800 or 900, maybe. Let's hope you come back.
Got scared for a second. Okay, cool. It's back. It's back, yeah. People. We have it back. Cool. So, easy calls. Should I can send this URL to people, right? And they can play with us.
They can certainly join, yeah.
Okay, so I'll put that in the chat. And anyone that wants to join, make sure that you use. Did I close Postman? I don't know. It's here. I'll share that here, and then you've hopefully seen the parameters, directions, and steps, and you can join in and just move around while we keep working. So move in is fine.
I can see someone else joined actually.
So John is asking for the token. I won't give you my token because the token is just my character. But if you join and you see like there's already someone that joined, I think you get your own token and then you can move. You can move your own thing. Okay, so Joyce is asking for something to fork. So let me just, we'll work directly in a workspace. And I guess, how are we going to do that? I don't want to. Okay, quickly, I'll make that. I'll move that to. To the public workspace of your life, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Quickly. Set roles. And then if I go back to public workspace of your life, should be a collection here. I just want to make sure that, okay, I don't want you to use my token. Make sure that you replace the token with yours. And there you go. There's a collection to fork. Cool, let's see. We have one person here. There's 4 of us. Okay, cool. We're growing. Yeah. Family is growing. Let's see. So we can move. Is there any other action I can do?
Yeah, we can tell a pretty bad joke.
Okay, let's try it. I mean, there's Carson and Hannah on the chat, and I know they love jokes, so we sure can try that. Let me add a request. Joke time. also while I'm here, I'm going to rename that. What was the suggestion? Let me see. Starred Earl Valley. Yeah, it works with an American accent, which I don't have. Cool. And we make that. Okay, so now we have joke time. So I'm guessing same base URL.
Yeah, totally.
And then authorization, same.
Yeah, you're gonna need the same token, and
Yep.
you have to use it here. Yeah, it's not in the authorization topic.
Token. And yeah, let me know. What do I do now?
So all we have to do is send the request to /joke.
Okay.
So that joke. And open the game because the jokes disappear pretty fast.
Okay, let me. Sean is saying, how do I get a token? So again, if you go to this URL, it will prompt you at the top of the window, and you get your own token. And I see there's more people. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
So we call this one is just a get.
Yeah, just a second, because I think you have 2 slashes now.
Oh yeah, right. Good catch. Okay, let's see.
So let's see what the joke will be.
Reading a book about anti-gravity is impossible to put down. Psst. Amazing. Okay, we're in for a good stream. Cool. Joke has been generated and sent to the rest of the players. So if you're if you're on that website with your own characters, you should have seen the joke, right?
Yeah, I can send one if you want.
Okay, go for it. Oh, we have people are just running away now.
Someone just left.
Yeah, I gave a joke and now they're just running away from me.
So I'll tell a joke now. Let's see.
Oof. Have these weird muscle spams in my gluteus maximus. I figured, I know. It's gone. And someone is already, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. We've had this one already. So this one, I don't know who that was on the chat, but I think someone is doing some like collection runner already.
Yeah,
it was just jumping around.
I mean, that's one way that we can probably crash the application. But I think we should try.
Okay, so no, that has to be
that's
choice.
certainly a collection runner there. Yeah.
Okay, so let's not try to crash it yet, because we've not even studied what we're supposed to do. We want to create an NPC that just moves randomly first. Let's just do random.
Yeah, let's create a random one. And also there's one other endpoint that we can use. It's called a message. Basically, you send a message.
Oh, that's risky. That's risky. I hope people on the chat will be nice. Let's do add request, broadcast. So base URL. I should duplicate instead of doing that. Is it just /message then?
Yeah, it's /message. It's actually send message. Sorry.
Okay, we just do that quickly. Token, and then I'm guessing so is it send message?
Dash. You have to type dash. Yeah. No dash like.
Dash. Sorry.
Yeah. And it actually takes body. Like you need to use the body.
Okay, so as a post.
Yeah, it's a post, and
that's a row.
Just open the curly braces because it's JSON format.
Okay, so it's not text; it's JSON, and I do curly braces. And is it message?
Yeah, it's message exactly.
That makes sense. So I'm going to spoil it to everyone, but before the stream, Atanas was always like, oh, it's not coded properly, etc. But everything just makes sense. Like, it's JSON, it's message. Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, let's try to send that. Nice. Okay. So
text is dark just to differentiate it from the joke.
I want to say I'm not going to read chat anymore, and I'm just going to see what people say here. But that's probably going to be a bit hard. So you can still post on chat. It's fine. Cool. So we have we have 3 endpoints: one to move, one to say a joke, and one to broadcast a message. Someone's just running away; it's just gone. Okay, and then we want to create an NPC. So difference with the NPC is that we shouldn't be the one controlling it, otherwise it's a player. So it's going to be controlled by a monitor.
Yep.
So let's go back. And what we're going to do, I'm going to fork it in the same public workspace, and I'm going to call it NPC. It's going to be set up the same. I don't really have to recreate everything. It's really distracting to see all these little people move, but I love it. Okay, so we wanted to move randomly, and then maybe you can just broadcast.
Yeah, but like the endpoints for the NPCs are a bit different.
Okay.
So I guess you can delete this.
So what are the endpoints for NPCs?
So the first one, we have to create it. So we have to reach a certain endpoint. It's create-NPC.
Okay, so that makes sense because we don't want to use my current one. So create-NPC.
Correct.
And I'll move it at the top.
So that should be a post request.
Okay.
And unfortunately, there isn't any way to authenticate. So let's hope nobody spams NPCs. But what you have to do right now is open the query parameters. Yeah, you have them open.
Yeah.
You have to specify an ID.
So I specified myself.
Yeah. I mean, you specified here, but on the server side, like it will use your number, and also if you do some calculations. No, the ID is numeric. Like.
Okay. Has to be a numeric. Okay. Let's do this one.
Just type one. Just one.
Just one. Okay. We get there.
Super crazy. So you can just slide your window to the right, so you can see it. so you can just run the request now.
Okay. I'm getting distracted by people sending messages.
Yeah, so you can see the NPC joined right there in front, on top of somebody.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and so I think what we can do now is we can probably, we can do it manually, but we can have the monitor run the NPC monitor.
Okay. So let's create the request manually, and then we'll just have it run every 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So we want the move to be, we want that to be random, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to do that? I guess
we can use pre-request scripts.
Yeah.
In that case.
So let's do. We want the direction to be random, and then we want the steps to be random, but we want the steps to not be too much, because otherwise it's just going to go. It's just going to go everywhere, and we don't want that. So let's set that as a variable. It's going to be. Actually, it doesn't have to be variable. We can just set it. So PM. Variables. That's set. Oh wait, am I doing it right, or is it query? How do you access the params again?
Yeah, it's like query.
I think that's where I'm wrong. I do need to set that as a.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, direction, and then steps is this would just be a num. Oops. I can't see my keyboard because of my mic. So pm.variables.set, and we have one that is directions, or was it just dir?
Yeah, it was dir, I guess.
Okay, and then the other one is num. Okay, and now these values. So one is going to be an array, I guess. It's going to be left, up, down, and right. We have the office fan here. Okay, and Sean already gave us the right code for the random, so that's very nice. So Sean, while I copy your thing, do you want to give me how to do a random of between these 4? So I have an array of 4, and I need.
I would say we can generate a number between 0 and 4.
Yeah, and then pick the.
3.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah, we can
sense.
call it that way.
Wait, because the issue is I need to quickly open Twitch and get. Actually, can you? So Atanas, the issue is that I can't get the thing from the chat. Can you copy paste them to me in the private chat, please?
Of course, yeah, sure.
Thank you. We have how many people do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. And we probably have some that are just lost. Can you get the Sean's message?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. You should be able to get it in the restream.
Yeah,
okay, cool, nice. So we'll do let number random lower 10, blah blah, and then this can be number. I guess it could be higher than 200, right? Like we let's be
higher. That's reasonable.
350. I was trying to figure out, but then it stuck me.
The worst thing it could happen is the monitor will just run out of the place.
Yeah.
You already did that. It's not that harmful.
Just John is asking, what is message API call spec? The message API call is /send message. You should. So if you go to that public workspace, if you go to that public workspace, you can just fork the collection, and it's basically going to be like all set up for you. Okay, so let's go back to our move. Okay, so we have that, and then for this one, we said basically we could have another like random, which is rand between 0 and 3, and then direction is going to be array of rand. Okay, this sounds right. Let's hope it works. Well, so I can send it now and see if my NPC is moving, right?
Yes.
Oh wait, don't I need to give my NPC's ID somewhere?
Oh yeah, actually, sorry, I didn't talk about it. You have to say let me just open my docs really quickly. So you have to specify an ID, and in that case, do you remember what ID we specified when creating?
Yeah, it was 5. Yeah,
it was 5.
Well, I can look. It was 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can right now you have to type 1005.
Okay. Where? Here?
Yeah, just type an ID here. Yeah.
Okay. So 1005.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And actually, I see that this is a copy of the player move, right? Request. So you have to. You don't need a token, but you have to change the endpoint. It's move dash NPC.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's see. So my NPC is here.
Let's see if it's going to move.
And let's see if it's nice. Okay. And if I send it again, it'll go.
Randomly, I guess.
Yeah, that looks very random to me. I like that. Cool. Well done. Thank you, Sean, for the code, so we didn't have to look for it. Message sent successful. Yep. Okay. I've lost my word. Oh, it's just just chilling on the beach.
You can just manually bring him back.
Yeah, probably do that. Oh wait, someone is controlling my NPC.
That's what I was going to say. Like, if somebody gets that,
leave my NPC alone, please.
Just create a new one.
Let him be. Yeah. Okay. So I'll create a new one for the monitor. Waka waka waka. Is that the Pac-Man noise?
Yeah.
The waka waka waka. I mean, it's that or the who's that singer again?
It's Shakira.
Shakira, yeah, or Shakira song. one or the other. Okay, and then we want to broadcast and say.
Yeah, the problem
can you see? Is there a send message NPC?
Yeah, that's the problem. Like the joke API and the send message are not yet.
Okay, then delete. We don't need that. Cool. So we want that to run as a monitor, and that's fine. So this one is name. I don't know who said, can you see what I said? But yes, we can see.
By the way, Arlemi, if you're going to run that as a monitor, you create NPC with every run of the monitor.
Oh, true. So how do I want to do that? I just want to create one and then just run this, I guess.
Yeah, you can just copy paste the request, the move request a few times. But I guess it will run very fast, and we will see what happened.
No, I guess. So what if I call create NPC with an ID that already exists? What happened? I guess we'll see.
I would say that it will just recreate the NPC.
Yeah, I think that's fine then. I mean, you know what?
Then you will control two NPCs with one ID.
Let's see. Okay, so it just recreates one.
Yeah. So you control both now.
Oh, do I?
I'm not sure. But
I control.
Somebody's creating NPCs for what I see.
Oh, it's just gone. Come back. Okay, I've lost an NPC already. We have waka. Okay, I need to stop getting distracted. This is extremely distracting. Let's have that run. So how do we create a monitor? We select the collection, go in the settings, and click monitor collection. Is that you, John? Doing all this? Let's call it NPC start role. Okay, collection version tag, that's the current one. We don't need an environment because everything is saved in the collection. And we want to run that, let's say, daily and every 5 minutes. I don't know if we'll probably see it happen because the stream is still going to go for a little while. We don't really want to receive. So this is interesting. In the context of this specific stream, I'm not interested in getting email notifications. If you're using monitors in your context and you have something that fails, you may want to get an email. That makes sense. I don't, because I do that at every stream, and now my inbox is half important stuff, half monitor runs. So I'll just not tick that box. And I think that's it. Create the monitor. And now I can run it once. Have walked around this loop one time. And you can see there was one that was created here. So my guess is that we're going to create one every 5 minutes now anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so very likely it's just going to be full of NPCs around this area because they're all going to move like in. Maybe we could have played like a bit more, but that's fine. Okay, so we did one NPC. I'm looking at my notes of what we wanted to achieve. We did one moving randomly. We want to create one that goes here. So this has been done since the start, but there's a little house here. So first, I guess we know that the NPC pops here. So we would need to know like what's the distance here, right?
Yeah, I think what you can do is just go there with your player.
Yeah.
And I think the best way to do it is just go where the monitors start. No.
Oh, okay. So my player is.
It's just up to no.
Okay, yep, that makes sense. So I'm gonna go back to I don't even remember which one. I think this one's my player.
We will see once we move.
So if this is the one, I want to move down 750. That makes sense.
Maybe
nice.
Move, yeah.
Okay. That's a bit far. So let's move up of
500, let's say. Or
oh wait, how far down did I go? We all look the same. That's good. Let's move up.
500 maybe.
Yeah, 500. See, I'm just worried that someone's actually controlling. Oh no, okay, I'm back. Okay, so a little bit down. GMS scores.
I would say like just a 30 or 40 down.
Yeah, let's try 30. Okay, nice. And then I want to go right.
I would say 150 maybe.
150. You're the boss. I've just listened to you. Close. Let's do a 30 again. 20.
Once again, 20 again.
15. Okay, that will do.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
We're close enough. So now we want to figure out. So I'm sorry for anyone watching. I'm kind of moving around a lot, but I want to make sure that you can always see this because I think that's fine. So what do you reckon? Like 700, right?
Yeah, maybe 700. would be a good number.
Let's try.
But I think it's important that we remember what.
Yeah, I think I'm taking notes at the same time.
Okay.
So we have right 700.
See where this goes. Okay.
Oh,
So
that was a bit far.
move
Let's.
it back like
Yeah.
200 maybe.
I wanna. I'll just send it back like where. the
Oh,
start.
okay. So yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So I'm actually going to do that on the other screen. Believe me, I keep sending the things. So we have 700 was too much. Let's do 500.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did left. Right. 1000. Let's see. So we have the whole game on the screen. For anyone on the chat, let's see who can reach the house first. Let's just do a quick a quick run, quick challenge. Okay, 500 is not bad.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Just
Yeah,
to
let's
keep on the
try
road.
50. We have people already running after me. Okay, 50 is fine. So that's 550, right?
Should we follow the path or no? Like because there's.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Let's try that. So let's do. Wow, I don't know who's that, but damn, you're good. You went a bit far. 30. Okay, so that's
fine,
30 more. So that's 780, 580, and then up. Okay, who's that? Show your name. Like use the send message endpoint and put your name, so we know who you are. If you're from Postman, just put someone else's name. It's fine. And then we can do up, and I'm guessing 300 probably. I'll probably walk a bit on the. Right, but and I know exactly who that is. I win. Sean is on the. I didn't see. 300. So let's do 50 more maybe. Okay, that would do.
350. Right?
350. So we have right 580, and then what did I say? 550? 350?
350. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's good you're here. Say more. That's okay, cool. There's so many NPCs here. So we have it. Let's go back to here. Okay, so well played, everyone. You win. I don't know what you win, but you won anyway. So let's do. So we can create a monitor from the same collection.
Mm-hmm. But we don't need the current NPC here, I guess.
True, but actually, we would need to create another version of it, because otherwise it's going to run the same thing. So let's just. So I'm sorry for whoever. I don't know who's that workspace, but I'm putting a lot of stuff in here. Let's.
Or actually, let's create an NPC if you want, because otherwise, like we already have spawned.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one we will move.
Can I duplicate the collection? Where is that?
Just control D, I guess.
Yeah, I can't see it. Okay, that works. So create an NPC, and this one is going to be 8. And what we want it to be, so no prerequisite script
We have
needed.
to actually add some delay between the requests.
Oh, otherwise it might trigger before.
Yeah, you saw what happened.
Okay, I see. Okay, so let's do, but we don't need this prerequisite script. So let's do first
It's actually
move right. So direction right, and then steps is 580, and then we can duplicate the request, and it's move up.
350, I guess.
Up. Oh, I need the ID actually. Yeah, 250. I think it's already there, right? This is going to be 8 though. 8. Okay, and then you want a delay here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I put it here? Do I just do a set timeout?
You can. I think that there's a way to. There was a way to actually delay it.
Oh, when creating the monitor, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Then.
No. I mean, when you create the monitor, yeah, I think that.
Yeah. So Sean is asking, is there a way to bring your character home if they go off screen? No.
So the only way is if you can guess what you type.
Yeah.
And
There
come back.
would be in V2. We do another stream where we just implement that come home. Okay, what's happening here? Oh, okay. People are still running around. So let's do this. So monitor collection. This one is NPC house. And like, I think here, so you can set a delay between the requests. So we probably want that to be at least a second.
Maybe the first one is pretty long, so let's say 2 seconds.
Okay.
Just in order.
And we do every day, run this monitor daily, every 5 minutes. No emails. Okay, great. And now I'll run it on the side. So we should have an NPC credit here that is going to move like this and go up. Let's see. Hopefully.
Did you run it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, no.
Yeah, it seems like it's too fast. Like
Okay.
2 seconds.
Well, it's gonna be hanging out at the sign. It's fine. That works.
Yeah.
I think I've got a few characters off screen. What do you mean, Sean? Oh, like a few like an actual players. Okay, well, they're gone. There's no way to bring them back. Okay, cool. Well, they run away really far. Did you scare them, Sean? What did you try to do with them? But like, so we have our 4 winners here. That's me. We have. I guess that's still you, right? You haven't moved since the start.
I moved a little bit. I'm the one on the right.
Oh, okay. And someone is here. So let me see. So moving randomly goes to home. So one thing that we wanted to try that I'm not sure if that's going to work. There's someone that just came back. Hello. Do you want to try the collision thing?
I think it's most likely going to fail.
I mean, it's up to you. Like if not, we can just give people a challenge and just play around for like 10 minutes. If you want to give it a try, we can give it a try.
I would say like it's just not going to work for the time being.
Okay, so let's walk through what we wanted to do. What we wanted to do is that like we're all moving around, but there's no real interaction. And even if there's an NPC here, do it. You can't really interact with them, right? That's the point of an NPC in a game. It's there. I am fast to give you a response. I am somewhere between a snake and a mongoose and a panther. Okay, cool. You're really fast. So NPC in games, they're here to help you in your quest. So you're supposed to go to them and they'll like give you some information. What? For example, Last of Us. I don't know if anyone's played the Last of Us, but yeah, there's a lot of NPCs. You go to them, they'll give you some information, or like Zelda as well. All these type of like exploration games. That's what you want to do. So you want to go to them. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's look what's happening here. I worked 152 steps. So it's. I'm guessing. I don't know who created that one, but I'm guessing it's moving. There's a whole conversation going on. It's moving and then it's doing. So it's moving randomly, saving that variable randomly, and then adding the number of steps it's done. So it's kind of like a smartwatch, but for your character. Okay.
The next iteration is how many calories you have burned.
Yeah. So NPCs, you're supposed to interact with them, and what we want to do, which apparently may not work because I think the Atanas machine died. Basically, I don't know exactly what happened, but what we wanted to do was detect when you're in the same spot as someone else, or like at least close. And if you are, then it triggers a call. And it doesn't trigger a call. It triggers a function that prompts something. So there was a question for you here. Who did the design of that?
It was me, actually. I think
okay.
You can tell.
Well, so how does that work? Do you is that like all different sprites that you put on top of each other?
Out a tile. So basically, those are just a combination of sprites. So you just there's a software called Tiled. This allows you to combine tiles, and all that is just one big tile. You just pick random sprites and connect them together.
Okay.
The designs are like free. Like I don't know, I got them from. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, so nothing illegal happening
no,
here.
No, everything's open. I think it was open art. That's how they call it. So yeah, everything's everything's perfectly legal. And yeah, but just to add to what you mentioned, the idea was to have a way to interact with objects or NPCs. So, for example, this is why we have the mailbox spot right there, just in front of the house. So the idea was that we have NPC somewhere on the map that we can create at whatever position we like, and we go to the NPC. Someone sends an emoji.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I actually didn't know you can do it. So.
Oh yeah, that was one of the projects we wanted to do, right? Like going to the mailbox and show like some text.
So well, this NPC gives you a task, and the task is to go to the mailbox, just check your emails. See.
So do you want to tell us what happened and why it's not going to work?
Yeah, the problem is that.
Do you want me to share your screen?
Well, I just.
Or you can just explain. Okay.
No reason. I mean, the problem is that at the moment as you can see, the physics engine is not working properly, so you can just go over any obstacles. You can cross the house, you can go over the bridge. There's really nothing that stops you. And this is where the problem comes, because it's hard to detect collision that way.
Okay.
Of course, in version 2, we will have that.
Well, so actually, I'm going to make a quick plug here. We're doing a stream, not next week, but I think in a couple of weeks with Joyce for that's going to be like targeted to kids, and I think that would be a very cool thing to do. So we're going to do like simple calls, but then we can just give them a collection that's already created, and they can just change a few values and just see themselves move around. So I'll definitely talk to you again, Atanas, and see if we can like use that, and maybe do a V2 by then with like a go back to center big button that you can click, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would get lost. So in the meantime, a few things happened. You can see I have my monitor that ran twice already, because I have 2 of them that got lost here. You can see this is all the ones this is the other monitor, the move randomly monitor. So one just went here, one's here, there's a couple here, one here. I think that's about it. And I think that's it. So should we, for anyone that's still here, let's do a last challenge, and then we'll probably end the stream just a bit early, and that's fine. So let's all meet here, okay? That includes me, and that includes Atanas as well.
Try.
So we all meet at this big rock.
Okay.
Let me not give you what I'm doing. Where am I? I'm here, so I want to move.
I'll actually use your screen to navigate. Okay, so I'm moving right.
Oh, I went too far down now. I feel like sometimes you give the same value, but it goes further. But it's probably just me.
Oh, yeah.
Then I go
left. I don't know which rock you pointed out. Is it the one on the left or on the right?
What's the question?
Which rock you mentioned?
This one. Just somewhere around here.
Okay, I'm going there. Here
I think I'm going there soon. Okay, I'm here. Oh, I was so close. Okay. Who's that? Can you prompt your names to see? I think we've lost quite a few players along the way. And I think actually, oops, I sent not valid JSON. Okay, cool. We have invisible here to the left. I don't know who that is, but
I think it's just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, you have to, whoever is here, and just send their name. Just go a little bit to the right, and you'll be with us. I have a joke about trickle-down economics, but 99% of you will never get it. That's such good jokes.
Yeah, I'm using an API here. I didn't invent them myself, but even if I wrote them down, they wouldn't have been any better. So I guess it's
Get
fair.
this little person slowly. Okay, so where should we run to? Still invisible. No, you're visible. You're right here. Okay, so there's 4, maybe 5 of us. Let's do. Oh, this monitor got triggered again and it's moving again. Okay, so
you left them up.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. I'm gonna tell you where you need to go all at the same time. So there's no cheating. Actually, Atanas will have to wait like 5 seconds before doing anything because there's a delay on the stream. So anyone that's here, let's see who can be the first one to be here on this podium here. Okay? Not yet. We have to wait ourselves. Let's give it 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. Someone's already leaving. Damn. Someone went really far. Yeah, you're not. Who's sending you? You're not on there yet. You need to be like here on the podium. I'm just on the steps. Let's see. Just going too slow. And I'm Arlemi V2. That's Rocky. So who's Arlemi V2?
It's me.
And who's Rocky? To left. Okay.
I think it's possible that some of the screens went out of sync because I can see that Sean he mentioned that on my screen I'm on the podium. Yeah, this is actually why one of the reasons that the other things fail. But this is like something that I was able to address, but it's just.
So I think. So that's a good way to end the stream on a positive note. We all win because I'm sure everyone at their own home, you're perfectly like on the podium. I'm perfectly on the podium. You're perfect. Everyone's perfectly on the podium. So we're all winners. That's good. So quickly before we finish, I'll keep that up if you want to send any messages or anything. So what we did, we had a look at this game that is. So it's a Node.js backend.
It's using the backend. It uses Express to serve the requests, and Phaser is the library that I use for basically the game engine. You can call it that way. And we actually, this is something I forgot to mention. It uses WebSockets. It's not to communicate because that's how it keeps the connection open between the server and the client. And it's like weird to combine the token and the WebSockets, but I guess that's the way you can design an API game.
I mean, we'll probably talk about WebSockets again in some time on the stream. We'll see. So yeah, we had a look at that game. We created 2 NPCs, one that moves randomly, and that's all these little people are just like getting lost here, and one that moves on a set basis, and that's the one that goes to this sign. So we kind of got lost on the way because it was meant to go here, but it's going here. It's fine.
So one thing to add to the monitors, basically the idea is the idea to have NPCs controlled by monitors is that because in Postman we have a very strong control on how we can set the monitors. So you can imagine that if you want to control an NPC, if you know exactly where he's going to go, you can probably create 2 or 3 or even more monitors that control the same NPC. So you can basically have an NPC that's behaving pretty fine if you want to spend time just to
Yeah.
see how.
Yeah, I mean, again, obviously, like you didn't create like this was so for the context. This was created as a first collection demo, so that's what Postman employees have to do when they join the company to kind of see like how they can use Postman, and they have to create a small project. So that was a very small project, and we actually did a lot with it. So that's very good. I mean, it's a very little project. That's one of the good first collection demo that we have. Like it was very good from the start. GME has scores and okay, GME for the win. Okay, this one is on a loop. It's never going to stop. Okay, and then we didn't implement the collision. That's fine, and maybe we'll see if we can reuse that game later because it's pretty fun. So with that said, sorry everyone, I will remove the game from the screen, and now you only see our faces. That's it. It's gone. It's just us now. So at the end of the stream, we do. I should have warned you before. I'm really like putting you on the spot, but we do some recommendation or like shoutouts. If you have anyone or any game you want to recommend, any podcast, any video, any someone from Postman that you want to give a shout out to, like whichever. Is there anything that you want to share with everyone?
Yeah, well, I guess I can shout out the stream, but it's not very efficient. But yeah, like maybe the support team from Postman because I'm part of the support team and I really like the people I work with. So big shout out to them.
Yeah, I think big shout out to them just in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been impressed by the numbers that our support team, like the time to response, etc. So if you have any issues with Postman, there's a postman.com/support, I think. So that's for like, when I say if you have any question, if you're like, where do I download Postman? Feel free to ask Google first, and then that's going to be the first link. If you have any more advanced question, we have like a whole team of people like Atanas that are like here to help you. Actually, I'm just going to give the shout out to their team as well because they're amazing. So with that said, is there anyone we want to read? Let's quickly see. So for anyone that is watching us on Twitch, what we try to do at the end of the stream, we find another channel that is streaming some science-related things, and we just send you to them. So let me quickly see if I can find a channel, and then I'll send you there. There's a web dev games. So someone is doing web development games. I think that's perfect. So I'll send you there. And in the meantime, this will be a red, Chris. This will be a red. You will all be reading that person. So be nice to them. Thank you all for joining. It was fun. I love playing with you all. Thank you, Atanas, for creating that.
And everyone in the chat.
Running me through it. And
version 2.
Yeah. Everyone, you have a good day, good evening, good night, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.